Good morning, students. Welcome to this session. In this session, I am going to discuss about two important concepts. One is linkage groups and second one is types of linkage. The first one is linkage groups. Linkage groups. All the genes present on the same chromosome are said to be linked. All the genes present on the same chromosome are said to be linked. Some genes are closely placed and some genes are distantly placed on the same chromosome. When genes are placed closely on the same chromosome, they are said to be tightly linked. When the genes present on the same chromosome loosely or distantly placed, they are said to be loosely linked. Now, what is linkage groups? All the genes present on the same chromosome form one linkage group. All the genes present on the same chromosome form a linkage group. For example, this is one chromosome. Okay, this is one chromosome. Metaphase chromosome is having two chromatids. Anaphase chromosome is having only one chromatid. Now see this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are the genes. So this chromosome shows the arrangement of genes. Okay. These are the genes present linearly on the chromosome. So this is the arrangement of genes. This is the arrangement of genes. All the genes present in a single chromosome form a linkage group. All the genes present in the same chromosome form a linkage group. Okay, right. The number of linkage groups is equal to its haploid number of chromosomes. The number of linkage groups in an organism is equal to its haploid number of chromosomes. The number of linkage groups is equal to its haploid number of chromosomes. Right? Why? Why the number of linkage groups is equal to its haploid number in its cells? Because in all diploid organisms, chromosomes occurs in pairs. Each pair is called homologous pair of chromosomes. For example, I am drawing one homologous pair. This is one homologous pair of chromosomes, right? This is one homologous pair. Here see, here in this chromosome one gene is present and its allele is present here. Similarly here here like this. The genes present on one chromosome of a homologous pair are similar to the genes present on its another homologous chromosome. That means this is one pair of homologous chromosomes. In that pair, here one gene is present. Same type of allele or gene in the same locus is present. So this is the locus of this one, and this is the locus. In the same locus or in the same loci, the alleles are found to be the same. Therefore, the genes present on this chromosome are similar to that of this chromosome. Therefore, we have considered all the genes in this chromosome are form one linkage group. Therefore, the total number of linkage groups in an organism equal to its haploid number. Why you are considered haploid number? Because in diploid organisms they occur in pairs. Therefore, in the pair of homologous chromosome, the genes present on one chromosome are similar to that of the genes present on another chromosome. As two same types of genes are present in the chromosomes, we have to consider out of diploid only haploid number. That is very important. So the number of linkage groups is equal to its haploid number of chromosomes. The reason for that is the number of the genes present on one chromosome of a homologous pair are similar to the genes present on the other chromosome. Therefore, as both are same, we are considered one. Right. Let us see some examples in case of plants. Example. Diploid number. Diploid number of chromosomes. Okay. Similarly, number of linkage groups. Number of linkage groups. Like this. 1. Pea plant. Pea plant. Diploid number of chromosomes. 2n is equal to 14. Therefore, its haploid number is 7. The number of linkage groups is equal to its haploid number, that is 7. So, how many linkage groups are present in Pisum sativum, that is pea plant? 7 linkage groups. Total number of chromosomes are 14. Therefore, its haploid number is equal to 7. Similarly, onion, 2n is equal to 16. Therefore, number of linkage groups is equal to 8. Similarly, maize, 2n is equal to 20. Therefore, number of linkage groups is equal to 10. Similarly, rice, 2n is equal to 24. N is equal to 12. Like this. Number of linkage groups in pea plant, that is Pisum sativum, 7. Number of linkage groups in onion, that is Allium sativum, 8. Number of linkage groups in Gia maize, that is maize, 10. The number of linkage groups in rice, that is Oryza sativa, 12. Like that, if you know the diploid number and its haploid number is equal to its linkage groups. This is true in case of plants. But there is a slight difference in case of animals. Let us see. I think understand this is very important. All the genes present on a single chromosome form a linkage group. The number of linkage groups is equal to its haploid number. Okay. For example, number of linkage groups in pea plant 7, onion 8, maize 10, rice 12. In case of animals, it is slightly different. In case of animals, along with autosomes, allosomes, namely XX, X and Y are present. XX in female, XY in males. See, in case of animals, in female, the number of linkage groups in female, number of linkage groups is equal to haploid number. This is true. This is same. In female, the number of linkage groups is equal to haploid number. For example, female Drosophila. Take female Drosophila. In case of female Drosophila, 2n is equal to 8. Number of chromosomes in Drosophila, 2n is equal to 8 diploid number. Therefore, number of linkage groups is equal to 4. Same, because here XX chromosomes are present, sex chromosomes or allosomes are XX. The genes present on this X are similar to that of this X. Therefore, it is equal to that one. Similarly, human female, 2n is equal to 46. Therefore, n is equal to 23. Number of linkage groups is 23. Human female is also having XX allosomes, right? This is true. But in case of male, it is different. In males, it is equal to number of linkage groups is equal to haploid number plus 1. Haploid number plus 1. Haploid number, because here X and Y are present. The genes present on X chromosome are completely different from Y chromosome. Therefore, you have to take X as one set and another as one. Therefore, you have to consider one extra. For example, in case of male Drosophila, 2n is equal to 8. Therefore, here number of linkage groups is equal to 4 plus 1. Why have taken one extra? X and Y as two separate linkage groups along with autosomes. Here autosomes are 3 plus allosomes are 2. The two are different, X and Y. Therefore, you have to consider this one extra. That is equal to 5. Very important. The number of linkage groups in male Drosophila, 5. In female Drosophila, 4. Why it is one extra? Because of the presence of Y chromosome. Why have taken Y and X are separately? The genes present on X are different from on Y. And similarly, human male, 2n is equal to 46. N is equal to 23 plus Y chromosome is different. That is equal to 23 plus 1. That is equal to 24. Because the genes present on X is different from on Y. Okay. So in human female, the number of linkage groups are 23. In human male, it is 24. In female Drosophila, it is 4. In male Drosophila, it is 5. So this is different. So in case of plants, the number of linkage groups is equal to its haploid number. That is clear. In case of animals, the number of linkage groups in female is different from male. In male, it contains Y chromosome. Therefore, we have to consider the genes present on X and Y are different. So X and Y is taken as two different linkage groups. This is about linkage groups. So this is very important, and sometimes the questions appear in NEET examination from this concept. I hope you understood. All the genes present on a single chromosome form a linkage group. The number of linkage groups generally equal to that of its haploid number. But in case of animals, the number of linkage groups in female is different from male. So that's all regarding linkage groups. Now we go for another one and very important phenomena, that is types of linkage. Types of linkage. Listen carefully. Types of linkage. I told you so many times that all the genes present on the same chromosome are said to be linked, and the genes are called linked genes. The genes present on different chromosomes are called unlinked genes. The genes present on the same chromosome are called linked genes. The genes present on different chromosome are called unlinked genes. On the same chromosome, if the genes are closely placed, they are tightly linked. If they are distantly placed, they are loosely linked. Based on this, the linkage is divided into two types. Linkage is divided into two types, namely complete linkage and incomplete linkage. Complete linkage and incomplete linkage. Types of linkage: complete linkage and incomplete linkage. First one, complete linkage. What is meant by complete linkage? When genes are present on the same chromosome, they are linked. If such genes are closely placed, they are tightly linked. In case of tightly linked genes, there is no crossing over. Therefore, 100% parental combinations occur and no recombinations occur. 100% parental combinations occur and no recombinations. All are parental combinations. Such a type of linkage where only parental combinations and no recombinations appear is called complete linkage. How can you say that these characters are completely linked in so and so organism? When you test across those, if all one type are produced, parental combination and no recombination, then it is said to be complete linkage. This is a rare phenomena. This is a rare phenomena because in nature, complete linkage is not common, it is rarely occurs. Example, for complete linkage, male Drosophila. Male Drosophila shows complete linkage, and also female silkworm. Female silkworm, male Drosophila are example for complete linkage. Okay, I think you understand what is meant by complete linkage. What is complete linkage? If genes are tightly linked on the same chromosome, when it is crossed, test crossed, only parental combinations are produced and no recombinations, then it is called complete linkage. And it is rarely occurs. And this is seen in male Drosophila and also in case of female silkworm. So let us see the complete linkage in male Drosophila. This was discovered by Morgan. Morgan discovered that there is a complete linkage in male Drosophila. Let us take up the cross. When red normal is crossed with purple vestigial, red normal is crossed with purple vestigial. This is female, this is male. What is red, purple, what is normal vestigial? This is an experiment in male Drosophila. Red and purple is the color of the eye. Normal and vestigial is the wing size of the wing. Red color of the eye is dominant over purple color of the eye. Normal wing is dominant over vestigial wing. Normal wing is dominant over vestigial wing. So it is a dihybrid cross because we have taken two characters. Color of the eye, size of the wing. Now, when red-eyed normal winged female is crossed with purple-eyed vestigial winged male, in the F1, all red normal were obtained. Let us see. Capital P, capital V, capital P, capital V, small p, small v, small p, small v, right? And now it produces capital P, capital V, small p, small v, right? When you cross these two, you will get capital P, capital V, small b, small p, small v. This is the F1, right? So when red normal female is crossed with purple vestigial male, in the F1, all red normal were obtained. All red normal were obtained, which is similar to one of the parent, that is dominant parent, phenotypically, but genotypically they are different. It is heterozygous, it is homozygous. Now, F1 is test crossed. F1 male now here is test crossed. Because we have to know whether the complete linkage is present in male or not. F1 male is test crossed. Let us see. F1 male red normal is test crossed with purple vestigial female. Purple vestigial female. What is the genotype of this one? Capital P, capital V, small p, small v. Here small p, small v, small p, small v. It produces 4 types of gametes. It produces only one type. That means test cross. You will get what is the expected ratio? 1:1:1:1 if they are present on different chromosomes. But this is not obtained. Instead, what ratio is obtained? Only 1:1 is obtained. Only 1:1 is obtained. That means 4 different types of organisms in equal ratio is not produced. That means recombinations are not produced. Only parental combination, 100% parental combinations and no recombinations, means the genes are closely placed on the same chromosome like this. This is the chromosome. The genes are closely placed like this. There is no gap for crossing over. Therefore, 100% parental combinations and no recombinations are produced. This ratio indicates that no crossing over, and hence 100% parental combination means there is a complete linkage. How can you say there is a complete linkage in this organism? Based on the results of the progeny. Instead of 4 kinds in equal number, only 2 types, that is parental types, are obtained, indicating that crossing over does not occur. Only parental combinations occurs. This is due to the complete linkage. Okay. So male Drosophila and female silkworm are best example for complete linkage. Morgan conducted experiments on male Drosophila and found that there is a complete linkage. How can you say that there is a complete linkage? In the progeny, if all our parental types are obtained, no recombinations are obtained, then it is a complete linkage. And this rarely occurs in nature. Best example in male Drosophila. When red normal female Drosophila is crossed with purple vestigial male Drosophila, in the F1 all red normal are obtained, phenotypically similar to one of the parent, that is dominant parent, but genotypically different. When male Drosophila are test crossed, that is F1 male red normal into purple vestigial female, the expected ratio is this one, but it is not obtained. Only it is obtained 1:1 ratio. That means only 2 types of combinations, and those 2 are parental combinations. Even a single organism recombinant is not obtained, indicating that 100% parents and no recombination means the genes are tightly linked for this character. This is an example for complete linkage. The next one is incomplete linkage. Second one, incomplete linkage. Incomplete linkage. What is incomplete linkage? Here also the genes are present on the same chromosome but distantly. That means the genes are loosely linked. See here, this is a one chromosome. Here one gene is present. Here another gene is present. Therefore, the genes are present on the same chromosome but distantly. These are loosely linked. As a result, along with parental combinations, recombinations are also produced. As the genes are present distantly, along with parental combinations, recombinations are also possible. So the type of linkage in which along with parental combinations, recombinations are also obtained, such linkage is called incomplete linkage. That is called as incomplete linkage. And this is a common phenomena. This is a common phenomena. In nature, this type of linkage is commonly observed when compared to the complete linkage. Okay? In incomplete linkage, along with parental combinations, there are some recombinations. Okay? The best examples for this is one, sweet pea. Second one, female Drosophila. Male Drosophila is an example for complete linkage. Female Drosophila is an example for incomplete linkage. So let us discuss with examples one by one. The first one is sweet pea. In sweet pea, Bateson and Punnett conducted experiments. Therefore, this is Bateson and Punnett experiment. Bateson and Punnett experiment. They conducted experiments on sweet pea. What is the botanical name of sweet pea? Lathyrus odoratus. Lathyrus odoratus. Bateson and Punnett conducted experiments on sweet pea. They crossed in this plant blue long with red round. And this experiment is an example for coupling phase. So, you know, they coined two terms for linkage early, coupling and repulsion. Coupling and repulsion are two coins of the same. Later, the two are replaced by another word called linkage by Morgan. So, this is an example for coupling phase. Bateson and Punnett conducted experiments on sweet pea, that is Lathyrus odoratus. Here the parents are blue long, red round. Blue long, red round. What is blue and red? Color of the flowers. Blue colored flower, red colored flowers in sweet pea. Long and round is the shape of the pollen. Shape of the pollen. Long pollen, red round pollen. Therefore, there are two characters. One is flower color, second one shape of the pollen. Here, blue color of the flower is dominant over red. Long pollen is dominant over round. Now, when a plant having blue colored flowers with long pollen is crossed with a red colored flowers with a round pollen, in the F1, all one type, that is blue long phenotypically were obtained. Let us see. Capital B, capital B, capital L, capital L, small b, small b, small l, small l. So both are pure homozygous parents. Now capital B, capital L is the gamete, small b, small l is the gamete. Now when these two are crossed, you will get capital B, capital small b, capital L, small l. This is the F1. F1 are blue long. That means they resemble the dominant parent phenotypically, but genotypically it is different. Genotypically it is different. I think you understand. When F1 is test crossed, dihybrid test cross, that is F1 blue long into red round, double recessive parent, red round. The genotypes are capital B, small b, capital L, small l, small b, small b, small l, small l. And now it produces four types of gametes. Capital B, capital L, capital B, small l, small b, capital L, small b, small l. Okay. Similarly, it can form one type of gamete only. Now, when test crossed, what result is obtained? See this? Like this. Capital B, small b, capital L, small l. Capital B, small b, small l, small l. Small b, capital L, small l. Small b, small l, small l. Blue long, right? Then blue round, red long, red round, red round. So they are obtained in the ratio of, the actual ratio that we expected from this one is 1:1:1:1. But it is not obtained. It is not obtained. Instead, 7:1:1:7. These are 7. These are 7. These two are parents, right? These are the parents. But here 1:1. So therefore, the test cross ratio is modified. That means instead of 1:1:1:1:1, another ratio is obtained, that is 7:1:1:7. This is the coupling ratio, indicating that 7 and 7 are parental combinations. 7 plus 7, 14. These two are recombinations. That is 1 plus 1, that is 2. That means 14 parental combinations and 2 recombinations. As a result, 7:1 are obtained. So this cross indicates that here there is a crossing over. Hence, not only parental combinations, some recombinations are obtained. Of course, the number of recombinations are less. Right? So this indicates that here there is a incomplete linkage. So based on that, they are arranged like this. See this is one chromosome, the genes capital B and the genes B and L. Let us see arrangement. Here B, capital L, capital B, small b, capital L. This arrangement is called cis arrangement. This is called coupling phase. When dominant alleles are present on one parent and recessive alleles are present on another parent, you will get cis arrangement. What is cis arrangement? Dominant alleles are one chromosome and recessive alleles are another chromosome. Such type of arrangement is called cis arrangement. I think you understand. So sweet pea is one of the best example for incomplete dominance. How can you say that incomplete dominance? Along with when you analyze the results, along with parental combinations, recombinations are also produced. Okay, Bateson and Punnett conducted an experiment on sweet pea, that is Lathyrus odoratus. This is an example for coupling phase. Bateson and Punnett crossed blue colored flowers having long pollen is crossed with red colored flowers having round pollen. In the F1, all phenotypically blue long were obtained, but genotypically they are different. When F1 is test crossed, that is F1 blue long with red round homozygous recessive, the expected ratio is 1:1:1:1. Blue long, blue round, red long, red round. That means this one and this one are parental combination. These two are recombinations. But instead, a modified ratio, that is 7:1:1:7 is obtained. Here more parental combinations are obtained, less recombinations are obtained. As recombinations are obtained, whether it is large number or less number, there is a crossing over occurs. Hence, there is no 100% complete linkage. Therefore, this is an example for incomplete linkage, and this is the arrangement of cis arrangement for these two genes, capital B, capital L on one chromosome, small b, small l on the another chromosome. This is example. This is one example for incomplete linkage. Now we will see another example for incomplete linkage, that is female Drosophila. Second one. Second example. Example 2. Female Drosophila. Male Drosophila shows complete linkage. Female Drosophila shows incomplete linkage. Let us see. In incomplete linkage, that is in case of female Drosophila, along with parental combinations, recombinations are also obtained. Here the parents, Morgan crossed, red normal with purple vestigial. This is female, this is male. when red-eyed normal winged female Drosophila is crossed with purple-eyed vestigial winged male. In the F1, all red normal were obtained. Capital P, capital V, small p, small v, right? This is the genotype for this one, this is the genotype for this one, right? Now, it form one gamete, one type of gamete here, one type of gamete because both are homozygous. When you cross, you will get capital P, capital V, small p, small v. This is the F1. F1 are red normal. That means they resemble with one of the parents, that is the dominant parent. See here, when red-eyed normal winged female is crossed with purple-eyed vestigial winged male, in the F1 all red normal were obtained. All red normal were obtained. Right. When F1 or F1 female is test crossed. In the previous complete linkage, F1 male is test crossed. Now F1 female is test crossed. That is F1 female red normal with purple vestigial male. We will get capital P, capital V, small p, small v, small p, small v, small p, small v. What is the expected ratio? 1:1:1:1:1. Okay, this is the ratio, expected ratio. But here, this ratio is not obtained. Instead 9:1:1:8 is obtained. Instead 9:1:1:8 is obtained. So here also more parental combinations, less recombinations are produced. More parental combinations and less recombinations. See, parental combinations are 9 plus 8, 17. Recombinations are 1 plus 1, that is 2. Therefore, 17:2. Parental combinations are 17. Recombinations are 2 are obtained. As in the case of earlier, that means when genes present on the same chromosome far apart, there is a possibility of crossing over and hence recombinations are produced. But it is not like that in this case. Here there is no possibility of getting recombinants because the genes are closely placed. As the genes are distantly placed here, there is a possibility of recombinations. Therefore, here along with parental combinations, recombinations are obtained. This is the second example for incomplete linkage. Second example for incomplete linkage. See here, female Drosophila, when purple vestigial in the F1, red normal were obtained. When F1 female is test crossed, F1 female is test crossed, right? F1 female is test crossed with purple vestigial male. Instead of this ratio, 9:1:1:8 is obtained. So based on the analysis of this one, we can say that parental, along with parental combinations, recombinations are also produced, but more parental combinations and less recombinations are produced in this case. So sweet pea and female Drosophila are example for incomplete dominance, and male Drosophila is an example for complete linkage. I repeat again, sweet pea and female Drosophila are example for incomplete linkage. Male Drosophila is an example for complete linkage. How can you say that there is a complete linkage in so and so? How can you say that there is incomplete linkage? Based on the progeny. In the test cross progeny, all one type, that is parental combinations obtained, it is complete linkage. Along with parental combinations, recombinations are also obtained. It is called incomplete linkage. Male Drosophila is an example for complete linkage. Female Drosophila is an example for incomplete linkage. Along with the sweet pea in plants is an example for incomplete linkage. So this is about the two concepts, that is today's concepts, that is one is linkage groups, another one is types of linkage, that is complete linkage and incomplete linkage. So that's all today, and tomorrow we'll discuss one more. Thank you.